The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. We parents know the importance of stuffed animal toys, right, Doc?
Absolutely.
Well, how about this newest option, raising some eyebrows? I'm talking stuffed sexual transmitted diseases. Yes, with cute, fluffy versions of gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, and more. The company behind these toys hopes to break the negative stigma of STDs and help doctors and parents talk more openly with kids, teens, and adults. The question is, Dr. Jorge, would you snuggle up with these?
The question is, have I snuggled up with these?
I know, right?
You know.
Exactly. I think this is meant to open the conversation with your kids, and you're supposed to have sort of a healthy sense of humor about it. But this one, for example, is chlamydia.
Well, look, here's the thing.
Herpes.
Hi, I have herpes. Are you one or two?
According to the CDC, a lot of people don't get tested because they're embarrassed. So I do want to say I like that this company is trying to open the conversation up because I think people should not feel shame. We know that there are about 20 million reported cases of sexually transmitted infections each year. It is a very serious issue. We need to address it. However, this is weird. You fall in love with your stuffed animals. I want you to not be embarrassed, but I don't need you to love your syphilis.
No, but
How can you not love this crab lobster?
But at a certain age, I mean, are you going to be talking to your 4-year-old about herpes?
That's why.
No, that's why I don't think. No, it doesn't make sense for this.
Right.
You know?
This has a pretty interesting information card. As I'm sitting here and I'm reading this, this whole fact sheet is actually about chlamydia. So obviously you're not going to read this to your 4 or 5-year-old, but maybe this is a humorous way to start that conversation with maybe a 12-year-old, a slightly older kids who are trying to introduce it in a fun way.
I think this is
see you
too
all
young
shaking your heads. I'm just thinking about how we could possibly sort of justify.
I think Dr. Batra likes it. So if you're watching, Dr. Batra wants you to mail her all of your STI toys.
Look, when it comes to your 12-year-old, I think you should just talk to them about the STDs, and I don't think you need necessarily these props. Chances are they've already read about this, you know, on the internet. So I think it's adorable. I love my HPV. It's very cute. You know, but, you know, I don't know.
I guess, though, I will say that I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, and it's embarrassing for them and for us. And sometimes you don't have a humorous, easy way to start that conversation. And so, not that I'm advocating, you know, snuggling up with STDs, but on the other hand, I think that this may be, you know, my son who's 8 has an incredible sense of humor. I could absolutely see him loving the clap, and then maybe using that as a segue.
Would he know what that is, though?
No, but then maybe I could explain, not when he's 8, but down the line, I might be able to explain it in a way that's a little less threatening, at least like you said, at least it opens the door, but not to a 4 or 5-year-old.
They did say that you can use it to give like as a gift for your friends or a partner or whatever, but where I come from, friends don't give friends sexually transmitted.
But if
even if they're stuffed toys.
I hear you.
But if you do, like, think you gave something to someone, you can send them a chlamydia, and that'll be a hint. It's like, here's your chlamydia.